TJ with Robinhood Coins, and I'm here with my little helper. What are we hunting for today?
Buffalo, I love coins.
That's right, we're hunting for some buffaloes, maybe some war nickels, anything to add to our collections, and hopefully we have something really good for the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video. As always, to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is comment on the video, and we'll use a random comment picker to pick the winner. With that, let's get into these rolls. All right, so we are on roll number 9, and we have our first find of the box. It is a 1948. I already saw the other side, so it does have a mint mark, and it looks like a D Denver mint mark, which is very cool. That is lower mintage. I think it's about 44 million, so that's pretty cool compared to the 80-something million of the Philadelphia. And over the first 8 or 9 rolls here, we also had a 1958 Denver as well. And we had just a couple really nice coins for the girls' albums. This 1960 right there. This 1985 was in pretty nice shape, as well as this 1980. So those are going to be good for the binders or their folders. And then we had one 2009, but man, this is chewed up. Oh man. So that's definitely going back. I just set it aside to show you. Roll number 10, and I wanted to show you, I think they shorted me. Look at this. You could fit like 2 other coins in there. And then if you flip to this side, it's not even like, well, that one's pretty tight, but man, it's like, there's a lot of excess in that. I think this thing's like 3 coins short. We are on roll number 20, and we have another oldie. It's a 1946. Saw the obverse right there. Let's check it out to see if it has a mint mark. Nope, no mint mark. It is a Philadelphia, but we will take a 1946 Philadelphia all day long. Also, some side finds over the last several rolls. We had a 1969 S, our first of those later year non-proof San Franciscos. We had a 1955 Denver, a 1952 Philadelphia, and then we had a 1959 Denver as well. We are on roll 26, and we have another oldie. It's a 1940, and it's in decent shape for a 79-year-old coin. That's not bad, but it's a Philadelphia. 1940 plain, but we will take it all day long. Almost 80 years old and in decent condition. That'll look good in the girls' folders. And then we had this 1956 a couple rolls ago. It's Denver. And we had another 2009. Better condition than the last one, so that's good. Wow, the very next roll, and check this out. Look at this 1940. That's even better than the last one. I mean, the other one was pretty good for being a 1940, but man, this one is nice. That's going to look great in one of the girls' album. Again, it's just a plain, it's just a Philadelphia, but man, I could even see some steps. That is great. We also had this 1970 San Francisco as well. Roll number 30 of box number 1, and we have another oldie. This time, it's a 1948, and it's a Philadelphia. Gotta love the 40s, though. Nice and old. We also had, over the past couple of rolls, this, hopefully you can see the color. It's got like a yellow tint across the whole entire coin. I don't know if it was like painted yellow. It's kind of even. It doesn't look like maybe a gold-plated that was worn. I mean, it would have had to have kind of worn off evenly if it was. But it doesn't look like the normal toning. It's just like a yellow tint. Let me know if you know what causes this. Roll number 37, and we have another oldie. This time it's another 1946. I haven't looked at the mint mark. Let's see. And it's a Philadelphia. But it's still a 40s. And that makes 6 40s for the box. Oh, this is exciting. We're on roll 42, and I just found a buffalo. It's been so many boxes since I personally found one. Last hunt, my daughter found one, but it's been several hunts before that since I've found one. And look, you can even see the E Pluribus Unum. Man, I really hope we have a date on this. Let's check it out. All right, here it goes. Let's see what we have. It's a 1930. Look at that. We have a dated buffalo. Gosh, that is great. Man, it feels good to find that. And now let's check for a mint mark. It does not look like we have a mint mark there. This looks like a Philadelphia. I'll have to check it under the scope to be sure for sure, but still very cool. That is awesome. Here is that buffalo under the scope, and we confirmed that it is a 1930. So let's go ahead and flip it over and see if we have a mint mark. And just like I thought, there's no mint mark, so it's a Philadelphia 1930. But man, that is exciting to find a buffalo because we do not find them very often. At least I don't. Roll number 45, and we have another oldie. It's a 1941, but then look at this. Just a few coins back, 1940 right there. Let's check them out. The crazy part is these two, 40 and 41, were just 3 rolls away from that buffalo. All right, let's see what we got here. And it's a Philadelphia, 1941 Philadelphia. But it's still an oldie. We will take it. And then let's get to this 1940 and see if we have a mint mark here. And we do. It's a Denver mint mark. That is awesome. Very cool. Got some 1940 Philadelphias and now a 1940 Denver. Also, we had this 1954 San Francisco a couple rolls earlier. And then we also had a 1959. Look at the luster still left on that one. That's just nice. And it is a Denver as well. Roll number 50, and we have another oldie. It's another 1941. Let's see if we have a mint mark. Nope, it is a Philadelphia. But we will take it. That makes almost 10 40s. Actually, no, that is 10 40s.
We found a foreign coin.
Let's see what it is.
And it is...
It looks like a peso, a Mexican peso. Estados Unidos Mexicanos. Yep, flip it over. Let's see what year it is.
2009.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow, we got our first foreign of the box.
We're on roll 20 and we found another old one.
Let's see what it is.
It is a 1940.
From Philadelphia. It's a 1940 plain, but it's still a 79-year-old coin. We will take it all day long.
We found a 1949 San Francisco.
Show them. Let's show them real quick. There we go. 1949. Let's see the mint mark. Flip it over. See the mint mark right there. That is awesome. It's great. Yeah, I checked the red book already. 9 million minted. I knew to look at the red book because of Rob Finds Treasures nickel mat right here. It says semi-key date 1949 San Francisco. Right on the side. So then I had to check the red book just to see how many minted that was. That is awesome. That's going to go good in your folder, huh?
Yes.
We are on roll 24 and we found another oldie. It's a 1946 with a Denver mint mark. Gotta love the 40s. Man, look at how dirty that is, or toning. It's really just dirt probably, but the very next roll, and it looks like we might have a foreign. Look at that coin right there, 5th from the back. I think that may be a foreign. Let's check it out. All right, here it is, and it's a Canadian. 1995, second Canadian, or second foreign of the box. Got to love that. Our northern border and our southern border. Very cool. I'm on roll 31 and we have another oldie. This time it is in 1948. There for a second I thought it was a 1943, so I instantly flipped it over to see if it was a war nickel, but it's not, because it's really just a 48. The 8 is just worn on the edge, so it almost looks like a 3. But still, it's a 40s, and we will take that. We also, over the last several rolls, had a 1953 Denver that is, 53 plain that has a lot of dirt and corrosion. And then we had a 1958 Denver, as well as a 1954, I believe this was a San Francisco, and we're going to check for the S over D on that one. And we also had 2 2009 so far in this box. Brings our 2009 total to 4.
We're on roll 39, and we got a 1941 Philadelphia.
That's right. Flip it over too. It looks decent. Yeah, it's pretty worn. It's still a 1941 though, so we will take it, huh?
Uh-huh. We're on roll 49, and we found a 1940 Denver.
That's right. 1940 Denver, 43 million minted. Wish it was a San Francisco, but still, we'll take it all day long. Also, over the last several rolls, we had a 1940 Philadelphia. We found several of these in these 2 boxes. And we had another 1958 Denver and another 1958 Denver, as well as a 1959 Denver. Roll 50, and we have a 2009 Ender. I thought that was just kind of cool. 2009 Ender right there. All right, we are all done hunting box number 2, and now it's time for the second hunt where we go look for some errors. This is one of my favorite resources for errors. It's called Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. There's a link down in the video description if you wanted to check it out and buy it. So it shows a picture of the S over D, and it's the 1954 San Francisco. And as you can see, that D underneath has like a sharp right angle in the bottom left-hand corner. And then if you look at the the repunch mint mark, the S is very rounded at the bottom, as well as over here, it's very rounded at the bottom. So one thing that I found out was interesting about this particular 1954 San Francisco is that underneath in the center right here, just similar to that picture, there looks like there's some material. It's raised compared to over here. It's a different coloration and it's lighter. It looks raised. But more importantly, this bottom part is much more squared off than the S with just a regular curl. Even on the repunch mint mark, it showed a pretty significant curl on that bottom part where it went up like that. And this is much more squared off. Makes me wonder if this was either the repunch mint mark or the S over D. Unfortunately, it's in such poor condition that it's really hard to tell. I can't definitively say that it is that outside of this edge being much more squared off than it's supposed to be. For this hunt, my little helpers and I saved more of the 90s, 80s, 70s, and 60s than I normally save, but it's for their folders. And so this weekend, we'll go ahead and get those in there along with all of the 50s and the 40s that we saved. But for tonight, they had to go to sleep. But we'll give you an update on the next nickel hunt. Well, here's the overall wrap-up, and man, this hunt turned out to be pretty good. Thanks to that 1930 buffalo. We got a dated buffalo here from Philadelphia. That is great. I do not come across buffaloes very often. We had 4 1940 Philadelphias, including this really nice one. Even has a few of the steps left on it. That's going to look really good in one of their folders. We had 2 1940 Denvers, 3 41 Philadelphias, 2 46s, a 46 Denver, a 48 Philadelphia, and 2 48 Denvers. So some decent 40s to go in their folders. And then we also had that 1949 San Francisco as well. Out of the 1950s, we had 5 of the Philadelphia, 13 of the Denver, including this really nice 1959 Denver. That one's going to look good in their folder. And then 2 of the San Francisco 50s, 1954 San Franciscos. And then we had the peso right there. That was a really cool find. 2009. I wonder if it's a low mintage down in Mexico like it was up here. That would be kind of interesting. And finally, we had that 1995 Canadian right there. I love finding foreigns. Just a different coin. Really cool. Well, we need that 1930 Buffalo for our albums, so I went ahead and went to the stash of our previous finds, and I found this 1944 Philadelphia that we found in a different box. We're going to throw this in as the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video, along with a 1952 and a 1953 and a 2009. And as always, to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is comment on the video, and we will use a random comment picker to pick the winner. Well, I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as we enjoyed it. If so, smash that like button. If you like our content, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos or giveaways. And with that, we will see you on the next hunt.